Okay, so I'm going to take you through a quick creation here of just a sample JavaScript program. So I use Sublime Text, which you can use. The book tells you to use Aptana, or what is known as Eclipse. You can do that. You don't need to do that though. You can just use something like Notepad++ if you're on Windows. Really, even Notepad. Sublime Text, what I'm using, is available for free. It does cost money, but they'll give you a freeware version. It'll pop up every 50 times or 100 times you open it and ask you to buy it. But it's not really a big deal. Like I said, you can use it for free. So here we go. Just gonna make a quick file here. So I'm gonna create two files. The first one I'm just gonna call 1.15. HTML. Right, this is just a sample. It's not an actual assignment or anything. It's just if this were an assignment. And we'll make the same file here, 15.js. So this HTML file is going to reference this JavaScript file, and then we can upload both of them to the site afterwards. So I just copied some stuff in here. So doc type HTML, that's just the HTML5 doc type. We're just going to add in to the header here that we want some JavaScript. Nothing in the body, nothing at all. So everything's going to be done in JavaScript, right? There's literally nothing in here except if we're including this JavaScript file. So in the JavaScript file, just going to, 1.5. What do we make in here? We're going to do the problem out of the book, which is to create an app that shows miles per gallon. Inputs, miles, and gallons. Outputs, miles per gallon. Okay, so what do we need to do then to get these inputs? Well, you should have seen by now that we're going to use this prompt function. So we can prompt and we can say, we can then do it again and say. So now we've got these two variables here. We've got miles and we've got gallons. And obviously we just need to take the miles divided by the gallons, which will give us miles per gallon. And then we can output that with the document right. And I'll just use a quick concatenation here. So that should work. Really, we don't need to, I'm not checking for any, I'm not checking if they put in miles and they write in a string or anything like that. I haven't done anything like that yet. Just quite simple. We're expecting valid data response here. So if we run over here and we open this file up, open the HTML. Remember the JavaScript. If you open it, you can actually do it. It'll just literally output the code. These things don't run by themselves. They have to be included somewhere. So you want to open the HTML. Opening the HTML, immediately gives you, hey, give me the miles. So if I say I went 100 miles, all right, give me the gallons. I went 2. You'll see here we're getting 50 miles per gallon. So it's just a really quick, simple run through here of some JavaScript allowing some inputs as well as some outputs, and this should be beneficial to help on your homework. So it tells you a little bit, about how to include it, how to run it. So those are really just kind of the basics of this week. any of the syntax stuff that you read can be written into these JavaScript things, you know, comments, single line. We've already seen a multi-line up here. Variable assignment, created some variables. We could add this if we wanted them to be global variables. Learn a little more about that as the semester goes on, but for now, it's not necessary. If you're used to another language, say for example PHP, where variables look like this, that's totally valid here as well. If you want to use the $sign just to, you know, kind of signify that this is a variable over a constant or a function or something like that, that's totally fine. You can do that. I'll save it, show you that it still works. Still works fine. So I think that's it. Any other questions you have, feel free to email me. Thanks.